We're good.
Hey, everyone.
Oh. All right, so let's try something a little different. Twitch did not work. As many of you probably know, there's been a lot of weird internet stuff today. Facebook, Instagram. Apparently, Twitch is having issues. Hammer said there was issues getting the stream started up for the game earlier today. We have not been able to get things to go live on our end for the happy hour. So rather than waste everyone's time sitting around waiting on us, Hammer had the brilliant idea. Let's just do a quick breakdown of what we're going to do in our happy hour session, and just do it kind of as a pregame intro into game of the week. I know we've already seen,
Apparently, we have a bad echo.
we have a bad echo.
That's what the people are telling us.
Oh no, Hammer, fix us.
What did I do?
I don't know. We have no power over any of this.
Hit the echo button.
Echo button.
Oh,
Try
wait,
setting it to
yeah.
Wombo?
Well, Logan
Oh,
says
it's all Logan's fault.
2 feet's going. It's all his fault. Never mind, we're good.
Okay,
Jeez, Logan,
thanks.
give me a heart
You
attack.
jerk.
Jesus, I thought he was gone. Anyway, glad you're not, Logan. I was just kidding. So we're gonna start out real quick. Just go through the order of the teams alphabetically, of course. Boston, Wales. What do we think? How do we think they're gonna do this season? What are their strengths, weaknesses, so on and so forth? Whoever wants to start, go for it.
I always feel like it's good to start off on a high note, so I'm going to start with the Whalers' strengths. And their strengths are definitely in their defensive backs. Holy cow. They have 3 gold corners.
Monsters, yeah. Brian
Why do they
Craven
have so many?
included. And
Why do they have
Brian
so many
Craven was a
good
beast for
corners?
the voodoo last season.
And some
so-
solid safeties at that. Like, that secondary is, they're
Don't
gonna
be
put in
throwing
work.
the ball against the
Yeah.
Whalers. If you do, you better be real careful.
But even so, their defensive, they have a gold defensive end, gold inside linebacker. Like, their defense as a whole is solid.
Defense is
Yeah.
great. The elephant in the room, though.
The quarterback situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying, and you'll hear me say it a lot in this little pre-game thing, they're going to go as far as their quarterback can take them. I mean, they got big body tight ends. Like, those guys are 6'4" plus. Most of them are in the 6'6", 6'7" range, like big bodies. I mean,
So
don't
basically,
forget
you're trying-
you forgot a big piece, that gold punter. So if they're not
baby.
not scoring, they're going to be putting you deep into your side of the field.
Well, also,
Oh,
thank goodness, too, they have a gold running back. That does help. Even at the wide receiver, they have a silver and a couple bronze receivers. So the running game may be able to get them going, but again, I agree. It only goes as far as their quarterback can take them. And it's like, riding a jet ski down a dirt road.
All right, next.
Moving on. Next up, we have the Des Moines Corn Kings. Well, I think they spoke for themselves this evening.
Yeah.
But anybody else have anything else to add?
No, that defense is nasty.
Great performance.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they showed up.
5 picks today on quarterback Colin Pierce, who does not reflect his creator, of course. But yeah, so I mean, if you guys are okay, we'll move on to the next one. Detroit Fury up on the clock here. What do we think about Detroit? Same Detroit as last year, or different?
I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. The total amount of penalties that this team has worries me.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
and
I
that's
simply
fair.
wrote in my notes, where did his money go? Because it's definitely currently not sitting with players. I know that he took a lot of penalties, and I know he's brought in some new management and new help on the team, and maybe they can turn it around. But
Not this season, though, huh?
Well, no.
I think it's going to take at least a season. I mean, it's an average roster at best.
I do want to chime in on this
yeah.
one.
Yes.
I got to work a little bit with Michael Neal, a different league. I will say I agree with you guys. Roster's not there. Too many penalties. I think they're a season away or two, at least, from being a serious contender. But this team is not going to be the Detroit we've seen.
Okay.
They're not going to
Can
be
they
an
win more
easy
than 2
out.
games?
They're not going to be
Can
an
they
easy
win more
out
than 2 games?
like they have been the last few seasons. This team is going to. They're going to fight. They're going to be. I don't think they're going to get more.
Things.
Yeah, they're not going to be more than 4 wins, but they're going to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's better. The progress is a good thing, and 4 wins is more than they had last season, so I think that's fair enough. Ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
Speed round. Green Bay Wolfpack on the clock.
Green Bay
Now-
Wolfpack,
Their running game's
we've
pretty good.
said
Yeah, I believe they're really going to utilize that this season. What do you guys think?
Their
think they're
quarterback
going
runs the ball
fully
great.
running. Yeah.
And
I mean,
PJ doing good on it with his legs.
I mean, big money offense. I mean, gonna be honest. Goal quarterback, multiple goal receivers. Like
Three
big
of them.
money
I see here.
offense.
Three of them. Three
Big
gold
heavy
receivers.
offensive line. Like they are meant. They are setting themselves up to just, as we all know, throw the ball until someone's arm falls off.
Yeah. What about defensively though?
Linebacker core, a lot of money invested in linebackers.
Right. That's what I wanted to point out too.
A lot of money invested in linebackers.
2 gold outside linebackers, 1 silver inside, and then the silver corner.
So I feel like they should have invested a little more into their secondary.
Yeah, but
for a team that values throwing the ball so much, they don't really care if you're throwing.
They're not worried about it.
They want to outscore you. They want to outscore you. That's the goal.
It's like the Colts back when Peyton Manning played for them. It was all just run and gun. The defense was just a secondary thing that had to come on the field. But Peyton was going to score points, and I think that's what the Wolfpack are looking to do, as they have done in the past.
And just looking at the roster overall, I think obviously he's going to be a major contender, but I think the window's small just due to simple cost. This team is about to be very expensive, so if he's going to win, it's time to win now, because he ain't going to be able to afford him for much longer.
But clean on the penalty front at least, so that's good compared to what we were just talking about with Detroit. So
next.
All right, Jamaica Hummingbirds. This is, of course, one of our favorite teams to talk about, Colin, and we have a lot of respect for Jordan Andrews and his squad. What do we think? Solid performance like last season?
They look pretty dangerous,
they do,
in my opinion. They look dangerous. They have a gold running back. They have 2 gold wide receivers with Cash Moon upgrading or progressing to gold.
They have a good quarterback, too, with Harrison Miller progressing.
And they've got the money in the right place. It looks like, in my opinion.
And they even still have some cap room to make some mid-season additions if they need to.
Yeah, especially with injuries and things like that, if they pop up, God forbid. So,
I like Jamaica's roster.
Very balanced defense,
solid
too.
From top to bottom. Solid from
balanced
top to bottom.
Defense, too. Not really focusing too much on one area, but just spreading the wealth and just getting a good defensive front here. So yeah. Anything else to say about Jamaica? I think that was a pretty easy one.
Next.
Yep.
Kansas City Cyclones, new to the league.
What can Bill Cherry do with the old regulators?
It's a good team to inherit. That's for sure.
I mean, he inherited a solid team, not without its own issues. Obviously, the QB is a little worrisome based on like the tier that it's at. But I mean, Bettis as a running back, solid dude. Like if you run that offense through the running back, it could be a force. Like
for sure.
That's almost how I would approach it. Like he's a monster.
Yeah, I think that Bill Cherry got lucky with this team. So
hopefully it was heading in the right direction. I think he can help get it the rest of the way. I think if there's anything that might be a weakness for them,
it's the Amish quarterback.
The Amish quarterback, yeah. I mean, obviously, Derek already touched on that. You guys touched on that, but I'm just looking at like defensively if there's any weaknesses here. But I mean, it's pretty. Again, it's like I said about Jamaica. It's pretty well balanced. I don't think there's anything that jumps out at me here. The offensive line, I think, we'll see how that does.
Yeah.
If we're talking about offensive issues, I don't think it's an issue because I think a lot of lines look similar, but we'll see how it holds up and see if Bettis can get some running gaps to exploit. So,
yeah.
All right.
Before we move on fully, I've been just watching the chat. For those who are just joining us, we're just doing a slight pregame as we're getting the final playbooks input and getting the game ready to start it. So you're just listening to us and some audio, doing a little pregame. What we were trying to do on Twitch, but Twitch is having issues like every other social media platform today. So if you're just joining us, we're just doing a little pregame conversation to talk about the rosters while we wait for the game to kick off.
I'm just glad that it's working this far for this stream, so that's good.
Shout out to YouTube for being the best social media platform ever, apparently.
YouTube. Thank you. Even though they're stealing your information, keep tuning in.
Algorithm. Don't listen to what Ryan said. Listen to what I said.
I feel like you've invested in YouTube. Anyway, Louisiana Steamers, how much do we have to say about this team and their quarterback, Mr. Colin Pierce, tonight?
Let's hope that quarterback... Go ahead, Colin.
I didn't know Colin Pierce upgraded the gold.
Gold, yeah.
I did not know that.
No one else knew about it either when they watched that game tonight.
You could not tell that with that build. And I'm telling you, Colin Pierce has a good build. Now this is full potential. There is no reason Louisiana should be performing like they did tonight.
I'm just gonna get in with him for the season.
He should probably hire a babysitter for them kids, and maybe some LASIK, because he was.
Give him a break. He's really stressed out right now.
Overall, though, Louisiana, I think it could be a really solid team again this season, as they were obviously last season. Great run game, Richmond Webb, gold running back. I just their receiving core solid, 2 silver receivers, a couple of bronze, 3 bronze.
I mean, on paper, this is a solid team from top to bottom.
It's just it's not the team that showed up tonight. That's for sure.
I think it was a slow start, maybe a fluke beginning. I think.
Right.
Yep. And we've seen that with Gen Bowl contender last season, right, Liam?
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Rough start at the beginning of the season, but all that matters is making it to playoffs.
All that matters is getting the contest.
Yep.
I mean, and I've said this before about a lot of other athletic teams. I'd much rather start out rough and then finish really strong than the opposite. And so I think this is not the team that you're going to see at the end of the season with Louisiana. So.
All right. Next.
All right, Memphis Tribe, the team we're about to see here in a few seconds. Is there any doubt the Tribe is going to be a good team?
I mean,
I like Memphis's roster. I really do. I like it. I'm nervous about it. They're going to be a really good team. They were 10-2 last season, and DB.
And there's no reason they shouldn't have been.
DB knows how to throw a roster together. So tonight should be interesting.
Yeah, like I have written down here in my notes. Man, this potential to be a very solid team, good depth at every position.
Honestly, there's nowhere.
If I had to pick weaknesses or areas of concern, it's QB.
He does not have a gold punter.
Maybe an offensive line a little bit, but again, I think obviously DB knows what he's doing.
He does. If it's not his first rodeo, he's coming to play this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make it very, very far this season. So. All right. Anything else?
I'm a little confused here in the chat, Derek. I don't know if you've seen what Logan posted.
See it.
Are you a doctor?
Oh, I am.
Dr. Derek Janko. He's a doctor of many things.
I love it. All right.
Moving on. The Miami Nightmares. A team I think surprised people last season just with, they had some good showings. They had some, not so great showings. But how do we feel about Miami going into the season?
I haven't really looked much at their roster. I know we got Art Vandelay as a gold quarterback.
Right.
A lot of money invested into that. That is a full-fledged gold QB. Yeah, right. That is not a progressed QB right there.
Right.
You know how I feel about that.
Do you think they're suffering elsewhere because of that?
I feel like their offensive line is a little weak, but when you have a gold QB, you don't need the strongest line.
Right. It's a balancing act.
They're solid other places. Wide receivers, I mean, defensive line are all silvers and bronzes. Secondary. They do have 1 star back there. I mean, I think it's overall.
Yeah, their secondary's solid. Yeah, it's not like we're talking about. I forget who we were discussing earlier. Said we wish they would have spent more on their secondary. Green Bay, I think. But I think it's as balanced as balance can be considering what they've invested in their quarterback.
Looks to me like the biggest issue I have is their free safety, their bronze free safety.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who knows? Let's be honest. We all know this. We experienced this head on. Butterly was a major target who's no longer with the team. So I'll be interested to see how that plays.
Sure.
Yep.
But overall, I mean, Art knows what he's doing. He's going to come to play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Our very own Montreal Berserkers. Do we even want to say anything?
I mean, defending world champions. I don't know what there is else to say.
Yeah, I agree.
I've worked very hard on this roster. Derek and I both have made sure we try to put the best roster together. We've invested a lot into our secondary this season, as well as our receiving core. So,
I think
I'm not sure.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest and not trying to be biased, I think outside of a couple of small tweaks, essentially the whole gang is being brought back from the championship team last season.
Yeah. And a few surprise additions too that are amazing. Being Mojo Rising at corner, so
having the Rising boys back there.
There were some great moves this season. Props to you guys for that, and making the cap space work. So
they know what they're getting with us. Let's move on. Give the people their
New Haven Lancers. Moving on. How do we feel the Lancers this season?
Honestly, looking at the roster, I was actually surprised because I think New Haven for me is always someone that I overlook throughout the year.
Yeah.
No
But can they
offense, it's
perform, you
just
think?
how it is. I think solid O-line, solid tight end. The QB situation is a little concerning. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think about that? What do you think was behind that
Bodacious.
move?
I
There's
hope
a
he
little bit of competition, I think, between New Haven and Pottsville.
I think so.
I wonder if Ryder's trying to say, hey, you know what, Dave, you couldn't do anything with Bo, but let me show you how it's done.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't
Bo
know.
knows. I'll be interested to see how it goes.
Bo
It's another
knows.
one that goes as far as the QB takes them. I mean, with 2 goal wide receivers and a decent secondary with 2 solid, I think they're safeties, Thomas and
Yeah.
Bartoli. I mean, so he's got the weapons around him. Will he be able to utilize them?
Yeah, they've protected him well with an entirely bronze offensive line.
Yeah. So
I don't
he
know.
has the tools. Will Bo know
He
what
does.
to do with it?
I'd love to
That's
see
fair.
it.
All right, moving on. Pottsville Maroons.
Oh gosh,
The
this
team that
is
looks like Joe Biden played for them.
a lot
Back
of
in my day,
turnover.
we were playing football with the Pottsville Maroons.
A lot of turnover,
Anyway.
but I think he can. I think Dave and his team has only improved.
I think there's some positive changes, especially the quarterback position. I know we were very critical of them last season. I think stepping it up, getting a silver QB, it's only going to help them.
this is the team. This is the most improved team this offseason. Mark my words. This is the most improved team. They will shock the world.
If nothing else, they will be kicking it from half field with their gold kicker. So if he's not making
Matt Barr the second, whatever he is, Matt Barr 2.0, he's going to break a record this year. I think the record's at 52 yards or 53 yards. I've been talking to Dave. There's been a couple sims where he has hit a 55-yard field goal.
Oh, maybe
it's going to happen.
60.
We're breaking records.
Awesome.
I feel good about Pottsville.
Good. All right. Well, Final 4 here. Salt Lake City Vipers. Moving on to them.
Oh, what do you got on Salt Lake, Derek? I haven't really looked much.
Solid QB, good wide receivers.
Great running game.
Yeah, they have 2 gold.
Gold and silver running back.
O-line is a little shaky. Solid defensive tackles, one gold defensive end, so solid D-line.
Linebackers looking a little sparse.
Yep, linebackers a little rough, and secondary is a little sparse, headlined by Durlane.
Couple gold, silvers.
But yeah.
Okay.
But linebackers lack depth, and in my opinion, a little soft. They are I think they've all their
in my opinion,
bronzes.
Knowing what Salt Lake City did last season, I think we'll see a similar team this season.
I'm looking at something here on Salt Lake. Through progressions, Salt Lake City has an entirely gold defensive line, 4-man front.
Oh my! I knew Napoli. I did not see the other ones work. I mean,
all gold. Charles Robinson upgraded +2. Cliff Holmes upgraded +1.
So,
Jeff Gallery I missed those upgrades on the left here.
So we have experience with at least 3 of the 4 being gold, and it does work to an extent. Obviously, is it game breaking all the time? No, but they can wreak some havoc. I mean, we've seen that. I've seen that personally.
It does help. It does help with game plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
We'll see what changes that really makes. So,
all right.
Moving on to the Cape Charles Virginia Marauders. Same thing. All right.
The Virgin Marauders. Let's go.
Yeah, Virgin
Murderers.
All right. Murderers. Anyway, so Virginia Marauders. Different name, similar team. Wide receiver core looks solid. Everything else, I don't know.
My heart breaks for this team. They are going to have it rough. You got to get.
They're solid defensive tackles, though. Mordecai Fist.
I do love
Jeffries the fourth.
I never thought some team could make the Chicago Ghosts of last season look good.
Well,
Logan's got his hands full, and not in a good way.
Let's just say it's a rebuilding season, and Logan's been here before.
Yeah, and the thing is it doesn't get any easier because there's going to be a lot of turnover at the end of the season with a lot of one-year contracts. So, I mean, he'll get a clean slate, I guess, after this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else to say about that one?
Nope.
No.
All right. So we have Leonidas and his gang here. The Victoria Vanguards.
Leonidas.
Leonidas. Did you catch that?
The Canadian
Did you catch that?
imposters here. Canada, where all the winners go.
That's right.
Got some imposters here, eh?
This team is set up to be a winner.
I mean, they remind me a lot of the Gulls. I don't know why. I can't figure that out. But
I don't know why either. That's weird.
That's so bizarre.
Their roster is good. Their defense is good. Their offense is good. This is a good team.
Their coach is good.
Let's pray that Liam cannot figure out the playbook this season.
Let's just hope that someone breaks their legs.
I decided to throw just a bunch of random plays in the playbook for week 1 just to give you guys all hope.
That's good.
You did the first 3 weeks of last season.
3 weeks, yeah.
Nah, Vanguards are solid. Welcome to Canada. We together shall dominate and make the rest of these U.S. teams look just sad.
We're gonna have to change it to the CFA, the Canadian Football Alliance.
Oh, that's right. Well, world does include Canada. You know that. So
does it really though?
Like, it's not like we're on the moon.
Could be.
Ooh, to the moon. All right, last but not least,
the Moonlanders.
Wyoming Cavalry. You know, I didn't realize Wyoming was a state until last season.
I actually didn't scroll down far enough to take a look at this team. I forgot. So
Wyoming, we've talked about how they're always in a tough division.
They are.
They're an underappreciated team, but their quarterback
is great.
They regressed.
He regressed.
Oh, he regressed. I just saw
the regressed to bronze. That's tough.
Good.
Well, how do you do that? Drink a lot?
That's tough. I don't know.
So you got a gold running back, so now you have a bronze quarterback. After that regression there, that's a hit, man. Receiver core is okay,
subpar at best.
Subpar. Can you figure to at least be a gold or so? Tight end that could change a little bit.
Obviously, their starting outside linebacker Chase is near and dear to my heart. I think he'll come in solid. But I mean,
love that.
I think it's a team that it could surprise some people. I wouldn't count them out as a guaranteed
It has
win.
good bones.
Yeah, there are some solid because I wouldn't say like their starting players are most of them are silvers or bronzes, if not a couple golds sprinkled in. So outside of the regressing QB, I mean it's a solid. It's not a terrible team. It's not.
No,
I think they'll compete and they'll get a couple of upset wins. For sure.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. Like, I think that's I agree. There's nothing else really to say about it at this point. But all right, well that's everyone. We have covered teams A to W. I'm sorry, B to W technically. So with that being said, Mr. Hammer, how are we looking here for game time?
Game is all ready to go, and I'm just waiting for 2 lovely commentators, or 3 actually.
Apparently,
the 3 of us. It's a threesome tonight.
Can we have a few second pee break?
No.
I mean, no.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
It's good to have a mesh chair.
Ryan, you're only cool if you pee your pants.
That's true.
I have a mesh chair.
Run, Ryan, run.
You're not cool. I'll be right back.
All right, Leo, I need to join your parsec here.
I'm Miles Davis.
I'm trying to connect.
Score predictions for tonight.
Oof. Oh, this makes me nervous because I have a tall tale way of not betting on any team that I root for and anyone I have interest in. And so
38 to 24.
28-24?
38 to 24.
38-24. Was Montreal or Memphis?
Yes. Of course Montreal.
I'm just checking, man. You're freaking me out. I'm going to go closer. I think it's actually going to be lower than that. I'm going 24-21 Montreal.
How about 56-7 Memphis? No, I'm kidding.
All right. Is the audio still on?
Yes, everything's still going.
All right, cool. So, I was going to say, because like Twitch tonight, I'm having a weird stream. But anyway,
Oh
Do
boy.
you have a quick score prediction, Ryan, for tonight's game before we get started?
Ooh,
Hammer, I
that's a
can't
good one.
I can't join your parsec.
I'm going to
Try again.
say. There he is. I'm going to say for tonight's game, I think it's going to be 38-28.
Okay.
Montreal. I say 38-28 Montreal.
Who we got in the chat? Bill's calling 24-17. I don't know who you got winning, but I agree. I think more low scoring. I dig it.
Yeah, well, okay. I'll be willing to see. Yeah, we'll see.
Memphis. Get out of here.
Bill Jerry, you're dead to us.
Alrighty. Let's get this game going. I'll be lurking in shadows. I have to go get dinner, but enjoy the call.
All right, folks, let's get weird.
Oh, well, we will. I mean, the fact that we're having a threesome going into this broadcasting booth is.
We have a threesome broadcast this evening.
A little menage a trois broadcasting.
All right, so we are here at Lululemon Stadium here in beautiful Montreal, Canada. Welcome to the home of the champions, as I'm sure everyone knows. We have, as Derek Janko said, a menage a trois here tonight. Derek Janko, Colin Pearson, myself, Ryan Roosevelt. We are going to do the best we can to announce the game of the week for the first time, Season 7 of the WFA. So, as Liam Hammer gets things situated so we can actually see the screen, we have a prayer here at the half, and we'll get started.
Well, before we get started, I'd like to thank you guys for inviting me on here. This is
we're
my
happy to
first
have
time
you.
in the booth, so
I'm very
I'm glad
excited.
to be here.
Hey, you know we like to watch these things together as a team, and now
We do.
I mean this was the only option.
This is like I
Wait,
wanna
is
let-
Jack Lewis number 100?
He indeed is.
What just happened?
I'm just glad there isn't two 17s anymore. But you know,
Well, he
I mean,
is
no one gets
number
paid in this
one in our
league,
hearts,
so
number
don't
100 in
volunteer.
your programs.
Gentlemen,
Hey, how many
please make your
kicks
call.
how many kicks is he going to make this season? 100% of them.
Wow.
So, I think that's a positive.
Heads it is.
But no, Derek, I think it's a good point. We always watch these games together, and I think
The visiting
now,
team
as
have won the
shocking
toss.
as it may be, or
Select to
maybe
receive.
not, considering the audience understands us, but this is usually probably what we talk about during the games anyway. Maybe with
That's
some
very
actual commentary in between with actually announcing what's going on. So it was like Montreal is going to kick here over the beginning of the first half. They'll receive in the second half. And the Memphis Tribe are back here to receive. And we are finally underway.
Get the second game of season 7.
That's right. So we
Got through
Matt Milo.
You got to the 25-yard line now. Pretty solid return.
That's about what you would expect or what you would hope for from your return, man. So let's see what Jamie Spencer and his offense can do here.
Yeah, recently progressed Jamie Spencer.
Right.
I honestly don't hate. I'll say Memphis' uniforms, that blue and yellow work together.
It's great.
It's not
yeah.
bad.
Reminds me of like the Rams, the Chargers, they're all doing that to me now.
Yeah, DP takes a
All
lot of
right,
pride.
so that's
I
going to
mean,
be a check down
Pass
pass.
to the flat.
That's Lance Washington, the running back, for a gain of 6.
Wrapped up tightly by the most recent draftee, Crash Dingle.
Up to
Oh,
the
and
Memphis
was that
31
Crash
yard line.
Dingle? Oh boy,
He
my
just
nephew,
crashed in there.
Crash Dingle.
Second and 3 from our own
He laid the lumber.
Yeah, he lives up to his name so far.
Dangled the
Let's see
dingle.
what the rookie could do.
We got a 3-back set here. What are we gonna do here?
Give it to Washington, and that's a gain of just above a yard. Really marked him a little shorter than maybe I would have given him. Honestly, I think they really could right too. But they're saying they got a yard, third and
Roger
3,
Chambers
third
gets
and 8.
penetration there. Tackles in the back. Oh, held him to a gain of 1. Sorry about that.
Washington again, and he's going to be short. That's a 4th and 1. What do they do here, guys? You think there's some bold strategy? They're go for it on 4th and 1. You think they're going to punt it away?
I don't think so. I think it takes a lot of nuts to go on 4th and 1 against the reigning champions.
It's so early
Yep.
in the game right now. Both teams are
Jorth
still trying
Link,
to, both teams are still
the,
trying to fill each other out.
bronze punter, is out on the field here for Memphis, and we will have the Berserkers receiving here Jackson Bridges. Is that right? Number 88 with the return.
Oh, there's
No,
a
that
good
is
touch.
Carmichael.
Oh, sorry, Harry Carmichael, 82.
That is Harry Carmichael up to the Montreal 38.
That's a decent punt, but a good return. We have good starting field position here for Montreal as Mikey Napoli comes out into the field for his first drive of the season.
Yeah, Mikey Napoli's been working really hard this offseason, trying to get the ball deep to these recently progressed wide receivers in Ryan Roosevelt and Joshua Pearson.
Matching black sleeves, loving it.
Back for pass, still on the field.
Oh, and that's going to be a great pass underneath there to number 81, Ricky Rivera, back for a second season in Montreal.
We're glad to have Ricky Rivera back in Montreal. We just recently
Solid.
signed him to what, Derek? What kind of, was it a 4-year contract?
He's here for a while. The team, he's a mainstay.
He will
in Montreal.
die on this field.
Yeah, we love Ricky.
Second and third and 3 for Montreal here. Just a little close. Well, just a little ways off of midfield.
Oh, nope, they switch up. They're going back into coverage.
Mikey once again back to pass. Oh, and that is
broken up
blocked.
by
Broken up.
Memphis.
Couldn't catch it
Napoli,
over.
Solid
yeah, Napoli
coverage.
wanted Pearson. He was triple covered right
Number
there.
10 for Memphis Tribe. Who are we looking at here? Awesome.
That
number.
is-
It's strong safety Kelvin Jasper Jr.
Yeah. Good play by the
Yeah.
Bronze
He
strong
broke
side.
it up. Yeah, I will say probably thrown a little short. Probably
Short,
needed to lead
yeah.
Pearson a little bit more, but all in all, solid defensive play. Don't want to take anything away from that.
Third
second.
and very manageable here. For 24.
First run by
Yeah.
Bradley Davis.
And Bradley Davis stopped just
short.
shy
4th and inches.
of the first down marker. Yeah, 4th and inches here. Do you think Montreal
That was
goes
close.
for it, or do you think Montreal is going to punt?
I think
It
obviously they
looks like
trot the punter
Petrovic
out.
here is
We
running
just
out.
caught a
yeah.
glimpse.
I know the coach of Montreal's got a big nut sack, but even again, both teams are still filling each other out. Still trying to see what. Oh, they're going
Nice.
for it.
You're going to try
he's
to call
got-
him offsides.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a good
So
jump
he did a
here.
jump.
It's early in the season. You know, everyone's a little shaky. Everyone wants to, make the big play. And can they pull them all
This is one of
sides?
those moments you wish your quarterback had cadence.
All right. Montreal calls the timeout. Obviously, Petrovic, the punter, will be playing on midfield here to kick this one back.
I understand
to
what they were
Memphis.
trying to do, but and honestly, I think that's a waste of a timeout this early in the first quarter.
I agree.
Move on ahead.
4th and inches. If anything, let's throw a QB sneak at them. Let's try to make a push for it. I think not terrible position to do something like that. Midfield, just about. But again, it's early in the game. All right, so we have Dmitry Petrovic, a popular punter. Did okay for the championship-winning Montreal Berserkers last season, and again,
Does it stop?
and he pins them at the Memphis 2. Hard to believe that man is a copper punter,
That was a great kick.
Unbelievable.
You don't call him the Russian leg for nothing.
No, I thought that he's because he
That's
kept
right.
a collection of legs in his closet.
Well, let's see what
Better
Memphis
than
can
heads in
do
the freezer.
when backed up in their own red zone.
There's going to be a lot of pressure on Jamie Spencer and the run game to get them out of this mess. And Lewis Washington goes down.
Move back
that-
actually a yard.
That
Tackle
is
for loss.
very, very close to being into the end zone for a safety.
Who's that?
Wow.
Is that 99? Who's 99?
That
Is
is
that Dingle
number
again?
That's the
99.
That's
That is Crash Dingle.
Dingle
Yeah.
coming down the middle.
With the pressure. Who made that guy? Who made it? Once again with the run to
He got-
Washington.
he got
Washington
outside.
bounces,
What he needed to
gets
do.
some more room. That's Derek Janko here. Strong safety on the tackle.
Chinko really seems to be laying in the tanning bed this offseason.
Yeah, no.
Looking good.
He definitely did not hang in Montreal in the offseason. I think he went down to see Jamaica.
I'd say
very-
so.
very
And
much
they're
so.
making
Global
the
warming.
big bucks with that new contract.
Global warming. There's warming in Montreal than these things. All right, and
Another
Lewis
run play.
Washington gets stopped there with modest gain. They also has number 70, Shelby Bluesley Jr. with the tackle.
Now this is
4th
going
and
to be a
6.
tough punt for.
Yeah.
He's going to be
link,
right
man.
back off. Yeah, he's heels
He is
on
back.
and like off.
Right. Back to the end line here. This is going to be rough. Great protection, though, by the special teams line there.
What?
And
Now,
that's
this is going to lead to some field position. I mean, they're already on the Memphis 32.
Memphis 32. If you can't get a field goal out of this, you do not deserve to be in this league.
Honestly, I think Montreal will be disappointed if they only came away with field goals.
Oh, for sure. This type of position, 1st and 10 on the Memphis 32. This is great.
Memphis just needs to do their best to try to hold them to 3 here.
I think holding them to 3 would be a win for Memphis. I mean, Memphis's offense did not do their defense any favors with that series right there.
And it is harder to pin back in the old 2 yards. But, and there's Pearson with the catch and extra yardage after. That is a good play for 14 yards, just about.
We did a yak for showtime there.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for Memphis or for Montreal after that big grab by Showtime.
You know, Showtime really has turned up to be a big player for us here in Montreal. For almost not drafting the guy, I would say he's one of my favorites.
Little do you, there was a lot
for
of conversation had on draft night for whether he was going to be picked up or not. And
No, that guy is a workhorse. He has been amazing. I'd say if we didn't have Showtime, we would not have a Gembo championship. Oh, Ricky Rivera with the grab there for another 1st down at the Memphis 3. And Montreal is moving the chains. Let's see if we can get in the end zone for the first score of the
solid
game.
tackle by the Memphis secondary to make sure that wasn't completed for a touchdown.
For sure.
Make sure to make him earn it.
Yeah,
that
so
was outside linebacker Lewis Slevins on the play there.
Lewis Levens and Michael Hunt. Oh, don't know if I like that name, but that
like
also
Mike
helping
Hunt?
with that. No, I do not. But also, helping with that touchdown. That was a great defensive stop there. Oh
Very
wow,
interesting
very
play call.
dangerous throw to Pearson.
Dangerous.
Almost
Napoli's
as if
got
he
his
doesn't-
eyes set on Joshua Pearson.
Almost as if he doesn't have a gold wide
It's almost
receiver
as
out
if he
there that
didn't
he
turn it-
ignores on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's almost as if Mikey approached the line and didn't look at his other reads. He predetermined who he was throwing that ball to.
Exactly.
And it
And you know
goes.
what? That's okay in most situations. That coverage, though, it was like triple coverage
Yeah.
at that point.
Montreal needs to remember they have the MVP from last season on their team at running back. Can't forget about that guy.
Not bad for a backup. And there he
See
is.
what happened. It's like
Untouched.
Colin is the velocity or
Bradley Davis with his first touchdown of the season. First of many, I'm sure.
not bad for-
Untouched going in for
right.
6 here for a good 2-yard touchdown.
Berserkers up by 6.
Great
Assuming
blocking.
they kick the field goal, going up by 7. Still a lot of game left to be played. 5 minutes in the first half.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but that's great blocking by center Destin Preston. I like his name, that it rhymes and all. But that was a great block to get Bradley Davis in there without much of an effort.
Yeah, well, we love alliteration.
I do. I love alliteration. Canadians,
the other-
we're tickled by it. All right.
I think it goes to show, though. I know the management at Montreal really pushed they saw the offensive line in the offseason as a place where they can improve, and I think it showed right there on that play.
Back to Ripper Lewis. Good for the extra point, of course.
Though he's not
And-
number 0-0, he's clearly number 100, but apparently the
Not
jersey
enough room on the jersey.
couldn't fit that on there.
Because that's how much we pay him, $100. He does it for the love of the sport. Memphis.
All right. Memphis is pushing it up. Past the 20. Ooh,
Great
that's fun.
spin move to get to the 24. Otherwise, it would be back closer to the 18, 19. Wonderful spin move there. Number 89, excuse me. Matt Milo with the return there. So we'll see what the Montreal defense can do here with Memphis's next drive. This is their 3rd drive of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
We've got an offset eye from Memphis here. I would be expecting a quick dive or something like that.
It's time
Got
to
time in
pocket.
the pocket. He is
Great protection, and he hits his tight end Josh Budley in the back of the head.
I mean, I don't like the throw too much, but let me tell you what, mad props to that QB for the poise in the pocket. He stood there like a statue.
Props to the
Did not
offensive
move.
Oh, yeah.
line.
It was
The
crumbling
offensive
around
line.
him.
But it held up, though. He didn't get touched the entire play.
Super
Like,
Tame
great
Jinko
job.
was in on the
Because,
tackle.
I mean, let's be real. The Memphis defense is nothing to thumb your nose at. There's a lot of pressure coming from all angles, and so we'll see. Jamie Spencer, that is caught.
That's a first down for Memphis.
That's number
That is a first
81.
down.
And that is tight end Frank Moore. Runs, tight end.
Frank is
Big
a
boy,
big
man.
boy.
He is
That
260.
it's probably best that he did go out of bounds because I'm not sure if any of those secondary were going to be able to tackle him one-on-one.
I'm pretty sure Derek just like died there for a second.
Frank Moore has the exact same build as Josh Butterly at 6'3", 260 pounds.
60 pounds. Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. That's crazy.
I think he holds his weight a little differently, but
Hey, but either way, it's hard to bring him down.
it is. All right, we got a nice handoff to the outside.
Oh, Washington just gets a few yards there, nonetheless. But wow, did he get hit at the end of that play?
He took a lick at the end there. I believe that was by Miles. Is that 30? I believe that is.
Yeah, he
30?
30 for Montreal. Is that Miles?
That is
It's
Jamarcus Murray.
Murray.
Murray, sorry.
Yeah,
He laid the lumber there.
he wrapped him up. That's for sure. So let's see, 2nd and 5 here, very manageable. Memphis 43 for the Tribe. Another offset eye. Yeah. Let's see what they do here with this. Gotta be careful that pocket pulls
Another
out.
out route, but I think he was a little short.
They say he was in, so they gave him the yardage here. Not much for the work that was involved, but 3rd and 1 on the 47.
Good catch by Marshall, way to keep his feet in.
Yeah, that's a tough play to do, even when you're not necessarily guarded by anybody. He was pretty open, but it's a hard catch. All right, so let's see the Tribe slowly making some tries on the field here with these short passes. Gotta watch the over the top.
I think in the chat we have someone asking, how does this work? Well, first, you said you're new. Welcome to the WFA. Right now,
Absolutely.
you sit back and enjoy the show. Hopefully, these two teams put on a good show for you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, the WFA, you will have the option to create a player. You will start out in the developmental league or the D League on a one of 8 teams in the D League. Is that right? Is it 6 or 8, Colin?
There's 8 teams. I don't know.
8
6
teams. That's what I thought.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't
6 to 8 teams in the D League, depending on the size of people interested. And then you develop the player, then you go through a draft at the end of the D League season before the beginning of the regular WFA season. And you'll be drafted onto one of 16 teams in the WFA. And you can be a part of the action then come season 8. So
Yeah.
stick around and
Send
enjoy.
that man a link to the Discord.
Please do, yeah.
I believe they have already joined. So,
Great,
Awesome.
welcome.
Ask questions in Gen Chat. We'll get you hooked up.
Yeah, we are here to support you and answer any questions you have.
While you're here on YouTube, the best platform of the day, just sit back and enjoy this battle, this slobber knocker between Memphis and Montreal.
Yeah, this is going to definitely turn out to be a great game. So Memphis still making their way down the field. 3rd and 6, still a manageable position to be in, especially, still 3:32 left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So let's see what Memphis can do here.
Marshall was unable to keep his feet in bounds on that last pass. Would have given him a shorter conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh, wow. And it's intercepted. That is by Rocky Blitz.
A nice tip drill there.
Number
by,
0. I feel weird to
was.
say number 0. Rocky
A
Blitz.
little tip drill by Roger Chambers, picked up by Rocky Blitz on the back
And
end.
if I may say, the unsung hero of the secondary last season. We called his name a few times, but, he was definitely overshadowed by the likes of Derek Janko, by Jesus Rising.
Rocky Blitz had, I believe, 3 or 4 interceptions last season. So
he's off to a great start now with 1. And Napoli coming out strong pressure for Rivera, and that is a no-go.
Great coverage by the linebacker right there.
Yeah, it was great coverage, great awareness. It just seemed like such a bang set of plays, transitioning from defense to offense, and they were ready for it. Memphis defense coming out hot.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 on the Montreal 43. So if they're going to throw an interception, definitely not the worst field position to give up, but still, you never want to see something like that. Let's see what Monkey Napoli can do here. Hand off to Bradley Davis.
I
Yeah.
think it's good for a yard.
He's just positive yardage. We'll take what we can get.
Solid hit by Trammell. Gold linebacker back
Yeah,
there.
one of the best linebackers in the WFA.
For sure.
3rd and 9, big third down conversion for Montreal. Empty backfield.
Oh, wow. That was a beautiful pass to Ricky Rivera. Or is that Showtime Pearson?
That is Showtime Pearson on the
That is
slant.
Pearson, man.
Mike Napoli.
Just fitting in a tight window here.
Yep, threaded it right between
Two defenders, yeah. Beautiful pass. All right, 1st and 10, new set of downs, all the way now at the Memphis 36. That was a great game with that pass there on 3rd and 9. So let's see if Memphis defense can stand up to the task here and at least keep them to 3 since they're already going to be in field goal range here. All right, so Bradley Davis, short game, but a better game, 3 yards here compared to the last run. That's to be brought down by Jasper again, number 10.
Jasper Jr. met him right there once he crossed the line.
Yeah, solid stop. There was nowhere to go after he ran into him. Loving those uniforms. I really like the feather down the side. I just noticed that when they zoomed in on Jasper.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty awesome.
That was a dangerous play. Number 8 had read that all day long.
Yeah, looking for Pearson, and that was just, like you said, he read that all day. That is Osiris, Amun-Ra,
Amun Karuma.
Yeah. He's a copper corner, and that was a great play, great heads-up play.
He almost could have taken that to the house.
If he would have picked it, there was no one catching it.
He was already behind the line for the most part there. It was 3rd and 7, another long conversion here for Napoli.
Looks like 90s all slants.
Not happening. Number 31.
That's the worst play.
Travius McMurray.
As they trot on number 100, Jack Lewis, for the long field goal.
Number 100 or double zero, depending on how long your jersey is.
Depends how fat you are. If you fit the 3rd number on.
If he was like a center, he could fit 100 on there, but Jack's not built that way. So let's see if Memphis can hold them here and just keep them to 3. If they can block it,
43-yard field goal.
This will be a 50-yarder.
Oh, 50-yarder.
48 49-yarder. My calculations are correct. But Jack the Ripper is named that for a reason, and it is good and right down the center. Amazing play, 50 yards.
50-yarder to start the season. Solid.
Jack Lewis. What a legend.
Mr. Clutch.
He didn't even really look upset. Like, he wasn't worried about it. He knew it was going through. Just like the other week, Justin Tucker, when they played the Lions, the Ravens, he kicked that 66-yarder to break the record. Very confident. In a dome, it's a lot easier to, I would expect. So.
Fred, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you.
Linebackers looking,
this has been
making some big plays.
It's been a back-and-forth game, yeah.
Hard to believe we still have a minute 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. Montreal up 10. Memphis, though, is not going to be quiet for too much longer, I don't think.
No, this is Memphis's turn to turn around and make some big plays.
Yeah. Not the best return from Milo, but I don't think they've been able to move the ball. I think we will see some points on the board here with this drive. Jamie Spencer under center. Let's just see what they're capable of doing here in their 4th drive of the game.
Way to cut it inside is exactly what he needed to do to get a few extra yards.
Yeah, Lance Washington for gain of 5 there. Great game on first down.
Solid job by Chambers to meet him there.
Yeah, I would say that in order for Memphis to come up and be competitive in this game, Lance Washington needs to get on a roll. Lance Washington is the face of Memphis.
Yeah.
Following him, Jamie Spencer is second. So
I agree.
They depend a lot on Lance.
They need to run it through. I think the offense should be
Spencer's in the pass, and they're up. Oh, and they cannot bring it back down. Lucky for Memphis. But props to the Montreal defense for getting their hands on the ball. It looks like that was Jesus Rising.
Jesus right there.
Good
number
play.
2 used to be number 1, but his brother Mojo on the team, and he's taking that number 1.
Are they brothers? Do we know this? Or are they
brothers, cousins?
I think
father and
some
son.
sort of relation. Some sort of relation.
All right, this is a very important
Maybe
down
they're
for
clones.
Memphis. Memphis needs to convert this.
35. This is a
They need to
manageable
get
down
some
here.
momentum.
Yeah, they need to
Keep
do
momentum.
something to themselves, I think. And that's out to Washington, and he is not going to make it, and that is
By
Crash
yards.
Dingle with the stop, number 99, 4th and 1.
Crash Dingle was a huge pickup on this Montreal defense. He is a run stopper. That is his job.
Big boy.
Colin, what would you say? Obviously, another 3 and out or another shortened drive for Memphis. What would you say they have to do to kind of break through this wall? 'Cause I feel like they're coming up 4th and inches, 4th and 1. They're getting right there, but they just can't get it over. They can't keep it going.
I think they've been trying to use Lance Washington's finesse to get outside. I think they got to start making things vertical. They got to start picking up 3 to 4 yards, however they can. They don't need to get sexy with it. They need to start running it up the gut. That's
fair.
That's
Don't be
the
sexy.
Time to get down and dirty.
I
Yeah.
I agree with that assessment.
I think it's just, that it's those, first, game, beginning of the season jitters, and I think we'll shake it off here in the next couple of possessions, if not sooner.
All right, they blitz. I might be saying a little on blitz. At least they're showing blitz, and they do. They blitz one.
Oh, good read there. Over the top of Ricky Rivera, just close to 10 yards there, just shy of it. It was a great heads-up play by Mike Napoli.
He read the blitz, stayed in the pocket, and dumped it in the gap.
But yet, at the same time, props to Memphis not throwing their whole defense out and having some guys there waiting just to make that stop, that short gain stop there. So, we'll see. 2nd and inches, great positioning here for Montreal on their own 48. And that looks like it's probably be the last play of the half, or of half of the quarter. So, end of the first. Berserkers 10, Tribe 0. And as I said before, that's not going to be the score for very long. I expect to see this Tribe offense get some points on the board here before we get into the second.
Yeah, they're going to need to.
Oh, that's, yeah.
We're second
But
and
I'd
Montreal.
be very surprised if they can't get something going here in the next little bit. So.
Memphis is showing blitz right here, and they do bring the
Oh, good spin from Bradley Davis. Can't get away, though.
True.
That's a 2.
Good heat from
3
Memphis.
Yeah, they read that play all the way. They knew where they knew it was going to the right side, and they brought the extra personnel.
3rd and 3, still a manageable down.
What do you think Montreal's calling right here to get the 4 yards?
Oh, probably 90 all slants. We like that play.
They don't.
Give it to Davis.
The rating MVP. Bradley Davis
Yeah,
gets
and-
the first.
For some reason, it looked like Memphis' defense was very surprised by it. And you think 3rd and 3, that's a running down, especially for a team like Montreal with a back like Davis. But, that's all right. I mean, they'll adjust. They'll figure that out, I'm sure. So, Montreal with a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10 at the Memphis 48.
Memphis just needs to do something to stay to kind of slow down this Montreal momentum.
Oh, and that is Ryan Elizabeth's first catch.
Was that your first catch?
Yeah.
Man, you got to get open more often.
Maybe everyone just has their favorites,
It's hard
don't
to-
they?
It's hard to shake these Tribe defenders.
We used to have Crash Dingle now. It makes me proud. It's my other name.
Memphis has been sticking to Ryan Roosevelt like a fat kid on cake, and let me tell
They
you.
know the threat there. Just wait to see if he gets going.
Ooh,
There's a
what
sack.
good pressure!
Right,
A
Roosevelt
sack
wide
by
open,
Memphis.
running down the middle there. I'm just saying, but all right, no room.
Number 98. That is Mr. Boogie Turner.
Turner, that's a sweet name.
Love that
Wonderful
name.
sack.
3rd and 7.
Solid
All
job
right.
by Memphis' D line to get the pressure. I
Yeah,
don't know what.
Definitely to pushing him back.
I don't know what
field
Mikey
goal
was
range,
seeing. He just
3rd
stood
and
there
8.
and took it.
I think he
Didn't
saw
try to-
stars after he got hit, Derek.
It closed down quick.
What a
Oh.
pass, Mikey Napoli.
You get a wide open Ryan Roosevelt.
Boom,
there in the middle
there
of the
we go,
field.
baby.
Ryan
Man.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, now I'm starting to turn on the burners.
With those dark hands. That's a first down.
He was tanning his hands in the offseason.
He only tans his hands.
Which is weird because like
he's
the
a
back
hand
of
model.
like my face and my neck are like very light, but my hands are super dark.
Little do you know, Ryan Moses was
know.
a hand model in the offseason.
All Pro Football 2K8, they couldn't get everything right, but at least it plays pretty well. Mikey Napkin under center, hands off to Bradley Davis. That's a huge run, untouched.
Huge credit there to left tackle Xander Wall, sealing off the wall there. Great run.
Yeah, and of all nights,
Bradley with blockers.
of all nights to be in Lululemon Stadium at Montreal, it is blueberry syrup night, guys.
Like,
Yeah.
Davis hit the blocks. That was beautiful.
And
Bradley Davis didn't
blueberry
really have to do
Syrup
anything.
shots.
Bradley
everybody.
Davis's second touchdown of the evening. Everyone gets a bottle of McFarland Farms blueberry syrup. And, you know, everyone's going home happy this evening. Even if you're a Memphis fan who traveled, you're still getting syrup. It's amazing. Jack the
We're all
Ripper here for the extra.
I mean, I'm sticky just thinking about it.
Exactly. Who wouldn't be? What red-blooded human being would not?
Guys,
And that's good.
we are
17,
at the 8:46 in the second quarter. I mean, honestly, I did not expect like this at this point in time.
For a team that has fourth quarter
no,
comeback, usually we start out a little slower than this.
Yeah.
No, but
Now,
if
it's
last
still
season-
early. There's plenty of time for
Right.
Memphis.
If
That's
last season
absolutely
taught me
right.
anything, is you can't, at any point
You're
in
not
time,
a team out.
things will turn. It's only a matter of time. No game is ever one-sided. Memphis is too good of a team for that to ever be the case.
That's
So
absolutely right.
it's just a matter
Memphis
of
is
time.
a great team. I remember we were beating Pottsville pretty bad the second time we played them, and then they made a huge
Huge push.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
definitely
So-
can't count them out.
Matt Milo on another great return for the 26-yard line of Memphis. Memphis here now for, I believe it is their fifth possession of the game, looking to get things rolling, get some points on the board here. Let's see what Jamie Spencer and company can do to get some things started. That's a hands-off to Washington.
Washington, Washington, way to battle.
Double
for their
spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that was a great
Hard-fought
run
game,
by
too.
Axe. Yeah. To make
Hard-fought
something
game,
out
too.
of nothing.
Yeah.
He's really good.
That's the thing. That is the benefit of having a gold running back, because he could have easily had a loss of two had he not been smart enough and aware enough to do what he did. So 2nd and 8, and let's see if they decide to stick to the run game here, and they do. Lance Washington splits the middle there, but gain of 4 yards on that play. So 3rd and
Met by
9.
Murray and
Chambers.
and Jesus right back there in the back in the secondary. He did gain another respectable 3 or so yards, making this 3rd and manageable for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Memphis is trying to get more vertical here. I would suspect them to go to a pass here.
No, they stick to Washington on the run. He cannot get it. He gets 2 yards, but let's get a set up 4th and 2. Now, do you go for it yet, or you still want to just, buy your
yet.
time, play more conservative?
I think it's still early for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too early.
I'm, and it looks like we have the Tribe's putter here on the field. Jorth Link, back in his own end zone this time around. So.
Now, if you subscribe to the thought of analytics, it would say that you're better off going for it. Just like it says you're better off going for 2-point conversions rather than field goals.
Right.
Really?
Analytics state that, given again, I don't have the exact percentages, but a lot of coaches these days are leaning towards.
And you see that more. You see that more and more watching the NFL. Just this past weekend, there's a lot of 4th downs that they're going for it on instead of punting it away. Depending on the team, depending on the defense you're playing, and depending on field position, of course. So let's see what Montreal can do here on their next drive. Hand off to Bradley Davis. Bradley Davis stretches to the outside.
And we're at
He's
the 40-yard, the 30-yard, the
30.
50. Oh,
Wow. Bradley Davis down
What a
to
run.
42. He needs a breather for a second. He's good. Bradley Davis.
Run by Bradley Davis. That's the one that we remember from season 6.
Absolutely. He is still
He's showing
fresh.
why he was the reigning MVP.
And that is a great block. I'd be remiss if I did not say great block on
But
number
look at-
73, Eddie Lair.
Look at number
offensive
24
guard.
coming across the field. Who's number 24 for Memphis? Came across the field from his side on the left, all the way across that sideline to sideline speed to make
that's
that
Michael
hit.
Hunt. Yeah, silver free safety. That guy, yeah, talk about
Mike Hunt is never too far away for a play. He's always ready.
Very strong.
Another handoff to Bradley Davis.
Davis bounces to the outside, is able to get a pick up another 10 yards for the first down. Maybe it will be on the 10-yard mark. Memphis 30. Wow. Bradley Davis really putting in work here the last 2 drives.
Yeah. Memphis
Everyone else take the night off.
Montreal's running game is really picking up this drive.
We got 4 wide receivers, or trips right. Looks like we're running.
Oh,
dangerous throw.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Napoli's just lucky. Yeah, that was not ending up in the hands of a Memphis defender.
Interesting first down call. I think I would have stuck with the run game. It seemed
Trying
to
to
be
get a little
working.
aggressive here, it seems.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if Montreal's getting greedy, first game at home or what, but yeah, I mean, why would you go away from the run game when you're averaging 8.5 yards per carry?
All hopped up on syrup, Colin. This is sugar.
Here we go again.
All right. Napoli dropping back. That's going to hand off to Davis. Davis
And
spins
they
and
read
knocked
it.
down.
Great job.
Good
by
stop.
Memphis.
Wow,
Hit him in the
loss of 2.
backfield.
Loss of 2 for Davis there, and the Berserkers 3rd and 12. This is the longest 3rd down conversion they're going to have to
Mr.
make.
Molyneux got back there in the backfield.
Yeah, good to see one of the Molyneux brothers getting in on
One
some
of
action.
the many Molyneux across the league. That is. Empty backfield for Mikey Napoli. Not a surprise there. He's going to throw, fighting for yardage, not going to do it here. And that is number 82, Harry Carmichael, with the catch.
Is that the play I think it was?
That was set up 4th and 1. So it looks like Jack the Ripper is going to be out in the field here for the field goal attempt.
Drawing out number 100. He gets a number for every one of his victims. 100 so far.
Jack Lewis lining up here at the Memphis 28-yard line for, looks like a 45-yard field goal. Up, and it is going to be good. Excuse me, 38-yard field goal on this.
Math is hard.
Yes, it is.
Welcome, member.
I mean, it's all about the conversions that make it difficult going from the American to metric systems.
Yeah. I'm just glad our team
get
doesn't
me
have
started.
I'm just glad we don't have 250-yard lines, guys. You know it.
Montreal goes up by 20.
Again, I think we're all kind of shocked by that. We knew it would be a good game. We obviously knew what Montreal was bringing to the field, but like Memphis, again, still not out of it. There's still a lot of games to go, but I would be remiss to say I'm not surprised by what.
Wow. And that is a stop at the 24-yard line for Memphis. Milo with the return, as always.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm not sure what we need to see from Memphis right now. Maybe just airing it out. I mean, they threw a pick at the beginning of the game, but at this point, I mean, don't you got to start going deep and try to get something started?
Well, we're more than halfway through the second quarter. Soon enough it will be halftime, and so we're gonna have to start seeing something from Memphis, or it's gonna be a long second half.
Spencer floats it to his tight end, I believe that was.
Yeah, number 81.
It took
Frank
4
Moore.
men to take that big boy down, but they did it.
6'3", 260 bronze tight end Frank Moore. Freaking hippo of a man.
Oh God, it's a slaughter. I leave for a couple minutes. I come back and it's a slaughter.
We are all surprised that
he's dead already.
We are very surprised. So, wow, and they pick up the first down pretty easily on that one with a run from Washington. Well done there. Now they just got to keep this motion down the field, just keep this momentum, and they'll definitely have some points on the board before the end of the half. Lining up 1st and 10, Memphis 36, slowly making progress, but it's better than nothing. Jamie Spencer under center, Washington in the backfield. See what they do here on 1st and 10. Has to be a check down out to Washington for a gain of 2. He just gets stopped hard by number 28 for Montreal. And that is Tim Miles.
Tim Miles is our new safety that we picked up in free agency, I believe.
I really think, and I don't know your guys' thoughts, but I feel like, I mean, Memphis needs some control.
Oh, and Jamie Spencer is down.
First sack. That's number 90. Is that Chris P. Bacon?
No, that's DJ.
DJ Houston, a familiar face from last season.
Got excited.
Making those plays. Christopher
95
Bacon's
was
number
right there.
95, Colin.
DJ Houston played for Montreal last season, and looking good so far. Yeah.
Yeah, not missing a beat from last season, that's for sure. 3rd and 12 here for Memphis. How can they convert here?
Intercepted.
Intercepted. And is that, dare I say, Derek Janko?
No way.
It is. Derek Janko, Mr. Butterfingers with the interception. Man, this guy came to play today. He must have added some extra stickum to those gloves.
Looks like we've got a man
Beautiful
defense
pass.
with Derek Jenko reading that deep post. Great
Well
play
done.
by Derek Jenko. It's not his job to catch the ball, but it sure is nice.
And he sure will tell you that, or you can watch it through highlights. But, man, what a catch that time.
That was, great job by the safety back there, but what a blow to Memphis. That one had to hurt. They were rolling there, finally piecing it together.
And great field position for Montreal on the
It just takes the air out of the stadium.
Well, that's our stadium, so I think they're happy about it.
Are you saying that there's more Tribe fans than Berserker fans here, Derek?
I don't.
The air out of your own stadium.
9-yard catch.
Montreal gets a play. Their own fans start booing.
I mean, hey, in all seriousness, there, Liam, Memphis and Montreal not that far apart.
Let's start with them.
Yeah, welcome to Canada, eh? They just roll to the outside, fights for just a couple inches shorter than the first down here, 3rd inches for Montreal.
Right
That's
there by
Jasper Jr.
We've been saying his name a lot. Really showing up for a bronze safety.
Definitely one of the heroes of this defense so far tonight, if you can say that considering.
Looks like someone's watching from the bathtub. Make sure not to drop the laptop or whatever in there. Could be a shocking ending for you if you do that.
3rd inches. I would hope that Montreal would decide to run the ball here.
So.
Well, you might catch the defense off guard by passing. They stick to the run game.
We have a penalty.
We have
line on the field.
We have a flag. Yeah, we have a flag down, and this is probably close back to the line of scrimmage.
If I had to guess, I'm thinking it's holding.
Holding on the offense.
What?
Yeah, offensive holding.
Sorry.
Number 80, Pearson.
Looks a little weird.
Showtime Pearson.
Holding on Pearson?
Not as great as we think he is.
Really?
Wow.
You know who
Ryan
didn't
Roosevelt never got a call like
do you get
that.
called for holding? That's exactly. That's what I was going to say.
3rd and 10 from our own
I mean, I respect him for trying to make the block,
All right,
but you
so
got to do
3rd
that.
and 10 for Montreal. Yeah, that's a big dagger to the heart.
I was expecting 90 all slants right now.
That's
and it
probably-
was like clockwork.
Oh,
to
and
number 82, Mr. Harry Carmichael.
Carmichael, yeah.
It's only 54 yards.
Harry Carmichael picked up in the offseason, is that right?
Who do they think they trot out? Do they let Jack the Ripper take this? Or are they punting? Oh,
It's
he's
50 yards
attempting
again. It's 50 yards.
Yeah, it's another 50-yarder.
He's made it before.
he
Yeah,
has.
in this game.
He is 2 for 2 tonight. 1 from 50 and 1 from 38. Let's see if he can do 50 again.
This man is not lacking confidence, that's for sure. As a silver kicker, though, he really should have confidence. Boom, and it's up. And it is good. Jack the Ripper with another field. It's 9 points tonight.
Yeah, 250-yard
23.
field goals for Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, he's working. He's definitely
good
earning
shot.
his pay tonight.
We will let him ride the bus home.
Yeah,
Wish his
basically,
player was still in the server, but
Those of you who don't know, Montreal, there's a team bus that drops them off at their individual houses just to save money and go green.
like an Uber service.
Yeah, no one drive to the stadium. We'll use the team bus to drop in.
The Berserker bus.
Oh, that's crazy. Crazy time.
It's available for birthdays and bar mitzvahs if anyone wants.
Yeah, we'll drive to the airport.
There's a large Muslim community in Montreal. It's Jewish. Sorry.
Now we got to return there from Milo to the 27 of Memphis. Got a minute left here, 4 seconds left in the second. Let's see. Come on, Memphis, put some points on the board here. Make it a little bit, a little bit more hopeful going into the locker room. I think at this point in the game, you don't want to be down 23-0 when you're ending it.
Yeah, would love to see something deep down the sidelines from
Air it
Memphis
out,
here.
Spencer, air it out, but they choose to kind of a quick route.
Washington.
He did
My
he's going
God.
up. He's fighting. What a
Broke
move.
both of his legs. Amazing, like spin move, juke, all the above by Washington.
If that doesn't juice up the Memphis side, I don't know what will. That was a nice
Unbelievable.
run by Washington.
Gain of 8 for Washington.
Spencer looking back and he just
Another
takes a
pass.
quick out.
Ooh.
I think they need to go deeper out. These quick outs.
Yeah,
this is
you
not
gotta
the
go
I'll
time.
tell you what, that was not the best pass by Jamie Spencer. It was way behind. Luckily, Washington is who he is. Or else that could have been, that could have just... I mean, great, it was a gain of nothing, but still, like, who knows what could have happened if he hit that and bounced off his hands and it was behind him.
Yeah, Jamie Spencer has to throw up one hand for that. You'd like to see him catch that in stride, help get some momentum going.
Yeah.
I do not understand the run in this situation.
I think Memphis is just settled trying to make it
That's
to
Miles
halftime.
again, number 28 from
Honestly, I
Montreal.
think they're just trying to get out of this half. I think they need to get back to
Well, and they did
I
burn
think-
a lot of clock. We're down
I
18
think-
seconds and counting.
I think
Links
Coach
back to
DB has determined that it's best if he just gets back to the locker room and kind of resets and comes back out in the second half.
Nothing wrong with that. I think that's fair enough. I think we can, see a different team here as the half winds down and we start the second. So, but you just have to remember, Montreal gets the ball back at the beginning of the second half. So that's not going to necessarily
What a
great.
good hit. What a good special teams hit. A good open field tackle.
Harry Carmichael knew he could have got more, but yeah, he got wrapped up by a great drop. Number 0 for Memphis. First time I think we're talking about him tonight. That's the punter, George.
I'm not sure he got down there on the tackle that quick.
I mean, I don't know. They showed him.
I'm not sure.
If that's the punter, Memphis at
Does he
halftime
have,
might want to put him into the game on
Does he have
defense.
breakaway burst? I'm not quite sure what's...
Wow. That was what I just looked up. I saw 0 running around. I was like,
That was 0, man. That was 0. If that is the case and that was their punter, they should probably look at putting him in at linebacker.
all right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break and refresh my drink. I'll be back in just a second.
Alrighty.
Colin,
So
any
far,
thoughts on
man,
the first half?
Memphis has got to get something rolling. We put in a little bit of game plan into this game, and it's looking good for us so far in Montreal. But I did not expect this. Memphis has a lot more potential than what they're showing today.
I agree. I think they're living and dying by these short, flat and out routes. I really think that Jamie Spencer needs to air it out. I think he just needs to let it rip.
Yeah, they're struggling, and I'm not quite sure what they need to do to get the ball going. Hate to see it, but there's still a whole nother half of a game to be played.
Apparently that was not their punter; it was their nickel back. Thank you, because we are a little worried that might have been your punter. I mean, impressed, but confused.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what second half has to hold here. Goodness gracious.
Liam, if you're still here, go ahead and click us forward in the second half.
Blink twice if you can hear us.
I believe he ate too much of dinner and probably passed out, Colin.
It is dinner time
I mean, to
in
be
California.
What do you
It
have?
is,
Rice-A-Roni?
I believe
That's San Francisco,
sushi.
not San Diego.
sushi. Yeah,
Hey, there we go. We are going
maybe a
about to take off
California
here.
roll.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, a great halftime show by Shania Twain herself, Canadian legend. And as we get back into the second half,
Oh, the Princess of Canada is here.
She is. She's a national treasure.
She's a Canadian national treasure.
Yeah, she's great. My wife loves her.
See her residency in Las Vegas, which is not in Canada. And Memphis kicks off to start the second half. Back to receive Harry Carmichael. And
Great stop by Memphis special teams to stop him.
Memphis special teams, they've seen this a couple times tonight so far. They knew exactly where he was going to try to go. So, not terrible field position to start off for Montreal. Could have been better, though. So, we'll see what Mikey Napoli and company can start the half off with here.
I think it'd be smart to run it here.
Yeah, been shown that they can get it done both through the air and through the ground. Safest option, in my opinion, is through the ground.
Or he'll just get sacked.
72 took Napoli dude down hard.
This is Zach Thomas at 6'2". Yeah, 290.
6'2", 290. Bronze defensive ends.
Napoli felt all 290 of those pounds. He took it down to the ground hard.
Ooh, good pressure. Good pressure. Poor blocking by number 52 for the Montreal Berserkers. I'm going to call this man out. That is
that long.
Xander Wall, the silver
I wasn't expecting.
left tackle that we paid for.
Gotta do better there, Mr. Wall.
I mean,
playing $12 million a season for that.
He did have a good block earlier in the game.
Oh,
you can't win them all.
He's going to give our quarterback a concussion.
Bradley Davis made up for a lot of those yards, thankfully. Third and very manageable here, 6 yards to go at their own 25-yard line. So
they did manage to get that out there.
Yeah, I see Bradley Davis the saving grace of this team as he was last season in many cases.
Trips left here for Montreal.
Davis is going to run. Fighting for extra yardage.
They're short.
Yards short. 4th and 1 at the 30. We'll see the punt team come on here for sure for the Berserkers. And great stop for Memphis.
The left side of that line made a good hole. It definitely curved in on him, but just not enough to get the first down.
You know, as I said at the end of the last half, you know, Montreal's going to get the ball back. And great job Memphis showing up on defense here and stop them and get them to punt here on their first drive of the second half. And let's see what Memphis can do now.
Let's see what Milo can do back there. He's been pretty solid.
Not a lot of room to run, unfortunately, for Milo. Brought down to 31. Those helmets are awesome, too. We didn't talk about that before. But the yellow, the brown, the blue, great combination there, DB. Props for those.
Yeah.
All right. This formidable Montreal defense. I don't know if they can keep up the momentum here going into this, next 2 quarters. We'll see. Once again, they go Washington. Double spin cycle, and that took everything he had to get those 4 yards. Except 2nd and 6 here. But yeah, Washington seems to be keeping them in this game if, that is such a thing at 23-0. Mark my words, he's still keeping them in this game if the score starts to progress here from Memphis.
Yeah, still showing that they want a piece of this action here. They're not out of it.
And once again, Washington easily gets the first down here, brought down by Derek Janko at the Memphis 43-yard line.
Washington cut right through the line, made it to the secondary.
It's the nickname Axe, Derek.
Oh, is it Axe Washington? Sorry.
Yeah, Lance Washington because of Axe.
Lance is his first name. Axe is his name.
Oh, okay.
Axe is my middle name. Memphis, fresh set of downs here on their own 43-yard line. Once again, hand off to Washington. That spin move is a favorite of his. Can't really get anything on that one. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that crash by DJ Houston.
DJ Houston. Very confident going into this next season, season 7 here, being on the Berserkers. This defense, being unbiased as I can here, it's only gotten stronger, and they were pretty darn formidable last season. Great pass over the top here.
Yeah, definitely looking good so far. Good completion to number 81. Is that Butterly? Or is
Frank
that
Moore?
Frank
Yeah,
Moore.
Frank Moore.
More.
Give me some more.
Butterly's twin. Give me some more. 6'3", 260.
I mean, turned a long second down into a very manageable third down.
Yeah,
So
third
let's see what
and
they do.
at
I think this
midfield.
needs to run through. I think this needs to run through Axe. I really do.
Yeah.
But they're not good. Oh well,
Ooh,
they
great pass outside there. 82. That is going to be Marlon Marshall, wide receiver. This is kind of rare time we called a wide receiver's name this evening. But you know, silver receiver, 6'4", 225, pretty good build. With the catch in a difficult situation there. A lot of pressure you got to figure even this early in the second half with the score.
Good job by Mojo to make the stop there.
Mojo rising with the tackle. All right, Spencer with a deep drop. And he fires it. Oh, and Derek Janko almost with another pick. But with the stop
Good pass
here.
breakup. Good pass breakup.
Yeah,
that
something
was
you need to know about
defense.
Derek Jenko is he's not going to have any more than one interception per game. I mean, he
eats
can't
a lot
hold
of
on to the
popcorn
ball.
at halftime.
He does. He really does.
Second and 10.
Yeah, extra butter, if I'm not mistaken.
46 yards.
He loved his popcorn.
All right, Jamie Spencer. At least it was good to see him take that risk there.
That's
you
what
might
they
be
need
seeing
to
something
do.
in the
Wait
secondary.
a-
Oh, and he
man,
hit him in the shoulder.
What was that play?
He hit Marlon Marshall. I think,
yeah.
on the side of the head or the shoulder.
I don't know if he was running a curl
were
route
not-
that just didn't quite
Didn't
make
curl
it.
yet. Yeah, they weren't on the same page. The timing was just off there, but I think get that ironed out. That could be some something different to see moving forward. So we'll see what this offense can do here. They're starting to try to change some things out. I don't know if they're desperation plays, but I think they're starting to read this defense better.
They're so close to being in striking territory, getting some points. They need this first down.
Another long pass, and it's broken up. I believe, again, that was Derek Janko, and he's down.
Uh-oh, get up
Oh,
there,
no, he's
Chico.
good. Okay, he was just sleeping.
Thank goodness.
Too much
Gosh, could you
popcorn at
imagine?
halftime.
Could you imagine?
Oh, I would be inconsolable.
Oh, gosh.
4th and 10, and it is going to be outside of field goal distance here. So we see Link on the
That
field.
is unfortunate that they fell short of field goal distance, but I think they had started moving to a plan what they needed to do, which is going deeper than those out routes.
Too little, too late.
Oh, nearly
that was-
blocked.
Wow.
That was close.
Almost blocked. That's going to be a good punt if it slows
Yeah,
down here.
keep them
Wow.
deep.
Oh, man.
At the 2. Similar
Great
punt
punt
earlier in
there
the game
by
by
Link.
Montreal.
With that
Yeah.
punt, I think Memphis gets a little bit of light here.
Oh, they do. They do.
If they can get 2 points on a safety, they could really turn things around.
And then
It's
the
just-
ball immediately back.
And they've already stopped the momentum of Montreal going into the second half with that, opening drive stop. So no reason to believe they can't hold them here.
They're crowding the box here. We've got 7 men in
Joe
the box.
blitz. Yeah, for sure. Oh, and they drop off. Pearson gets the grab for 6.
Seems to stumble under his feet a little bit
Yeah.
there.
It looks like he was already kind of falling just to kind of adjust to that pass.
Why is wide receiver number 2? And not number 1 like our man Ryan.
Yeah, I just get to sit back and relax and watch.
Second and
Oh, goodness. We'll see. Montreal gives themselves some breathing room here on their own 8 now. 2nd and 4. And, of course, they're going to Davis. That is a
right up the
great
middle.
run up the gut there. All the way to the 17 with a 9-yard gain. 1st and 10. Do you think Memphis blew their opportunity there?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say they blew it. I mean, you definitely want to see something different. You would hope that your defense stands firm.
Sure.
But, I mean, as it's been shown all game,
first and 10.
it's one of the formidable offense that they're lining up across from.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I would like to see them, keep them back within that 5-yard line range there to pin them deep to the punt, setting up a good possession on their part. It's just can't figure this out. Ricky Rivera over the top with a great grab there for another first down for Montreal. Wow.
And all things considering, the second half of this game has gone fairly well for Memphis. If they just scored some points in the first half, we were going in 20-0 after the first half. It's 23-0 with 5 minutes left in the third. Memphis is holding their own here.
That is
Yeah.
very true.
Defensively. They just need to get some points going on offense.
And part of it's time of possession, Colin. You know, if Memphis was able to make just some long, sustained drives down
Way
the
to
field,
lay the lumber there.
Yeah, really. That was a brutal hit.
Is that who I think? I think we've called his name a lot. Number 10. That is
Mr. Jr.
Jasper Jr.
That is Jasper Jr. laying the lumber there. Dropped Bradley Davis there.
And let me make sure I remember his full name. Kelvin Jasper Jr. Strong safety from Montreal.
I know a Kelvin.
From Memphis. Do you?
I do.
Small
One of my
world.
best friends' dad.
Memphis looking to... Nope, they back out.
Montreal with the pass. That is going to be caught by Pearson. Another first down conversion to Memphis 49. Mikey Napoli 15 to 21 for 176.
Brian,
like
what
it should be
do you
more.
think it is that Pearson gets all these targets and Ryan really doesn't get a lot of looks?
Well, in all seriousness, and you know, all jokes aside, I think wide receiver 1's lining up with their best backs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And so wide receiver 2 is a little more open. Not that they don't have some really good backs here in Memphis, but you're not, chances are you're not going to have 2 really strong backs that can cover both. So it's just, just the nature of the way things are laid out. Napoli rolls out and gets hammered.
Oh, I don't know what he was doing there. That was unique for Napoli.
75 for Memphis. That is going to be Henry Coatley. Defensive tackle, 6'4", 310. And as you said earlier, Napoli felt every pound of his 310 pounds there. Second and 11. Luckily, it wasn't later on in the downs here, because that would have been rough. At midfield, Napoli under center. Let's hope that they have some better protection. Oh, wow. Bradley Davis with a double spin move. Breaking ankles and hearts. And, okay, he's up. We're good. Wow. I'd say he's got to be well over 100 yards at this point, rushing.
Oh, yeah. Before this, he was at 95, so he's definitely well over 100 on his leg. Nice.
Great first game of the season for Bradley Davis.
I mean, he is showing why he is the reigning MVP and why he was worth that top 5 pick.
Oh, wow. Shakes another tackle. Oh, and he fights. They don't give him the first down here. I don't know how I feel about that. Second in inches, but still.
If I was Colin Pierce,
down.
I'd throw the laundry onto the field because I clearly feel he was over the line.
Well, and he could have been down a lot sooner than that. So props again to Bradley Davis for just continuing the fight. Unbelievable.
The ace formation here, single back.
Second in inches.
Great play by that defensive end.
Drop behind the line here. Loss of 2 or so. 2.5 feet.
Boogie. The boogeyman coming in on that play. That'll give you nightmares.
You know I have nightmares a lot, Colin.
Do you?
Yeah.
PTSD.
No, I don't think so. POD, the Christian rap group. Can't show them. And Pearson puts it on the turf. Busy making jokes about Christian rap, and that happens.
Great
Wow.
tackle and rap by Tyree Britton.
Why is his name Destin? Is his first name really Destin?
No,
His name is Destin Pearson. It just showed up.
That's no way.
Wow.
I thought his birth certificate said Showtime on it.
Correction on that part. That was Michael Hunt who forced that fumble, covered by Tyree Britton.
Everywhere.
Mike Hunt has definitely been everywhere.
And it's been.
Well,
it's a known fact that Showtime's real first name is Joshua. Went to UCLA for college, so I'm not really sure how they got Destin.
Joshua Destin.
That's just his sorority name.
I think the technical issues continued. Well, I think the technical issues continued because I believe they showed number 50, Destin Preston, the center there on the graphic.
This
clearly not the man we wanted.
This sim has no idea what's going on right now. They're just as confused as we are.
Wow, Washington brought down.
Good stuff by Shelby Woosley.
Third
Shelby
and
Woosley
14.
Jr. That's the man we we certainly pay the big bucks for this guy. Shelby Woosley Jr., he's our gold defensive tackle. We pay him $17 million a season to do shit like that.
Now you're just bragging about it. Wow, so what turned out to be a great turnover here for Memphis. They just wound up pinning him deep. Oh, wow, popped up in the air. It looks like it was meant for number 14, Brody Slayman.
Rookie.
Is that number 32 that popped it up instead of
catching
it?
It was like
great play by
Derek
Derek has a hard time understanding that he's not a wide receiver. His job is not to catch the ball.
And he's doing a good job of not catching it.
Yeah, you do a great job of not catching the ball.
You know.
Punting for their end zone for the second time tonight.
If I'm not meant to catch it, why is that a demographic upon getting better, progressing?
We're sending you to wide receiver camp next season.
If we could do the league about changing progression for safeties to pass deflections, I think we'd be in a good place.
So Montreal with great field position here at the Memphis 40 to start.
We even have the chat. Even the chat is asking how we don't catch that. That is good. That is a good question, chat. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Colin Pierce doesn't like free safeties. That's what it comes down to. Napoli, deep drop. Pass. Over the top. Oh.
Ryan Roosevelt.
Who was that?
That's Ryan Roosevelt. That's the wide receiver that doesn't fumble the ball.
That's right. Thank you. Especially at this end of the field. That's detrimental.
It was a good pitch and catch right into the gap that Memphis
And once
left.
again, Kelvin Jasper Jr. on the tackle. They're saving that touchdown. This guy has, in my opinion, for Memphis, at least defensively, player in the game for sure for them. Like, they could have done it without him.
Yeah, the most valuable player.
Memphis' secondary gave Ryan quite the push in there, and I'm not really sure why they weren't playing him tighter.
Looked like they were in cover too.
Yeah, maybe it was because
soft
lack of targets caused them to underestimate his skill. I mean, Ryan is a gold this season. Put some respect on his name.
I am.
Yeah. Ryan's putting some respect on his own name. We've got some open, so we got some soft coverage here on these wide receivers.
Oh, and once again they run with Bradley Davis. I think for his third touchdown of the night.
Another solid run by Bradley Davis.
They do it.
Good hit by the defense in Memphis to keep it out of the end zone. And now we go into the fourth quarter.
23.
All right, so that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Montreal 23, Memphis nothing. Probably the shock of the night. If it wasn't a shock to see Louisiana go down by as many points as they did earlier to Des Moines, definitely a shock for me. And I'm sure I can speak for the both of you that Memphis is not put points on the board at this point in time because they are definitely a good team.
Definitely, they are not performing to their abilities right now. I'm not sure if it's a playbook issue or a roster issue, but Memphis definitely needs to reconvene. Fortunately, they're playing at the earlier part of the week this week on a Monday. They're going to have a chance to kind of regroup into week 2.
And if we're talking about some victories here, I believe that right there, that third down stand right there to hold Montreal to a field goal. I'd take that as a win. That is a positive on the tape.
Considering the situation and, not being able to do much with that turnover after Pearson fumbled, punting from their own end zone, giving field position for Montreal, starting out the next 40. Yeah, this is definitely a win for them to only get 3 on the board. We're to only allow 3 to be on the board.
I mean, and we talked, it was referenced earlier. Some of the league's best, in all leagues, our league, the NFL, some of the best teams in the league come out and still tweak things on game 1 and maybe don't perform the best.
Well, I'll tell you what,
it's very easy to turn around.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the schedule for week 2. I haven't really looked into it that much yet. But I will say I do worry about whoever Memphis plays week 2 because they will come out to be a very different looking team.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I don't have the schedule in front of me for next week, but props to whoever they play because it's going to be it'll be a brawl at that point.
Memphis coming out in an offset by.
Oh, and there's Washington getting a good amount of yardage out to the side here to the left side, so that's going to be a gain of 6. Set up 2nd and 4. Memphis zone 32.
It was Mojo Rising shedding his block and coming on that tackle.
Worth every penny.
Yeah. Fun fact, we did not realize we were getting a gold corner when we made the trade with Detroit until it was too late. And then we said, you know what? Might as well.
Ooh, toss out to Washington once again. Spin move. Can't quite
tried
get
to
to the
spin
first
move,
down.
but Jesus holds on. He took
Jesus
the
is always
wheel.
holding on, Derek.
He is.
Take the wheel. That's right. Man, that was close. Well played by Washington. Well played by Spencer to get that ball. 3rd and 1. Very manageable here. Think they'll stick to the run game? You think they're going to try to air
I
something?
would. It looks like they are 3 backs in the back.
3 backs. Yeah, they have a pretty good.
Put it right
block
up the
for
middle. Oh, they
games.
don't. They're
They
going
don't?
for the pass. Down the middle. And they
that's
Nick.
There it is.
hot.
Is that Butterly?
It might be Butterly. Yeah, it's number 48. That is Josh Butterly with his first grab of the night. He was targeted once before, but
Very good.
very quiet. Very
I have a
quiet.
Good to see Butterly get in
And,
on some action.
I think that's the
For
first time
sure.
we've called his name tonight. And,
It
It is.
which
We
is
talked-
surprising.
Once before, there was a missed target. He got hit in the side of the head or the back or something, but that was it. It was his first grab, for sure.
I'm very partial to Mr. Butterly. And
Yeah,
I'm a
definitely.
little,
Butterly was somebody that we really wanted in
Right.
Montreal.
I think we
Just
all
never
really
really worked out.
after seeing what he did for the Nightmares last season. So,
Yeah.
and that's Washington a gain of 1 here. 2nd and 9 at the Montreal 49. Crossing midfield is Memphis. Let's see if they get some points out of it.
I'm not sure why they're. I mean, I respect sticking with the run, and I believe Washington's their best weapon right now. But at this point, I'm not
You
sure
gotta
running the
really-
ball.
yeah.
I don't think they're doing anything but trying to, at
Well,
this point, just trying to
and it-
continue to test some things and work on some things because I don't know if
Oh,
Oh, wow.
he
That-
came
that-
away with that. What
Bounced
a
around,
series
and
of
that was
events
a
there.
grab. Number 14, Brody Slayman. Second time we called his name tonight. Bronze wide receiver.
I'd love to see that replay.
Big dude, but really
If you're
skinny.
there.
6'5", 215. Wow, that bounced around between the defensive players, the receiver I think it was intended for, and the Slayman because of the grab. Props to him, man. Beautiful, beautiful play.
All right.
Although
I think
unintended.
that Memphis jacked up. Let's give him the change.
Oh, wow. The change went back to the leg.
Up in the
Washington
background by Crispy Bacon.
Hey,
that's a good
Sizzle,
name to
sizzle,
hear.
baby.
Oh man, I don't know who made him black, but I'm sure glad he is.
The bacon is sizzling. The meat has arrived.
Extra crispy bacon.
Did we get hot in here? Oh, wow. And that's Crispy Bacon again, bringing him down for a loss of 3.
He's all
That was-
over it.
Very
He is.
ill-informed pass by Spencer to Washington there. Washington couldn't do anything but put his hands up after that one.
I'm sure Washington won't agree because most of the time everything is better wrapped in bacon, but not running backs. I don't know.
Not
if that,
this
if that-
time, yeah. You do not want your running back wrapped in bacon. That might be the theme of the year. I don't know.
That's good.
Spencer, 3rd and long here. 3rd and 14.
Has all the
Got all
time
the time
in
in
the
the
world.
world.
Oh, and
broken
it
up.
cannot be brought in. That's number 88, Isaiah West. He's actually a popular wide receiver.
Spencer had all the time in the world. It's
Man,
unfortunate they couldn't
and
do it.
they are still not in field goal range. They bring out the punting unit here. Wow, that is an unfortunate, really, really seriously unfortunate drive. They couldn't get another 5 yards or so to maybe give them an opportunity to put 3 on the board. Let's see if they can pin him deep here to at least, save some.
Ooh, a nice direct throw. Like,
Yeah. Still gives them a buffer of 10 yards to be at the Montreal 10. But yeah, that's just an unfortunate drive there from Memphis. If only they could have got at least a few more yards. I think those last few lots of yard plays, those tosses to Washington definitely didn't help them.
Yeah, I really would like to see Memphis's kicker get on here. He just progressed to gold. I really think he can make a deep field goal at this point.
Yeah, I'd be willing to try it at this point in the game. Bradley Davis, it's a toss out to the right.
Only gets a
Get a
yard or
2.
two.
Yeah, give it a 2. We'll take it. That's
Good job by the Memphis linebackers to keep playing through this game. Way to keep bringing it.
I mean, 26 points for Montreal after all the drives and everything else. Memphis' defense has kept them even closer than probably what it could have been, obviously. Some turnovers, just some good defensive stops, especially that first one of this half. Mikey Napoli's going to run it. He gets helicoptered. Close to the first down marker. 31 here. And, okay, Napoli's up. We're good.
Probably wouldn't have been a problem if he wouldn't have got spun around like that.
Yeah.
All of us here took a big deep breath when Napoli got hit.
Hey, Mick Simpson's leading the team to the Jet Bowl.
Collective sigh on the side of Montreal.
Do they sign Canada or is it a different team?
Memphis is blitzing. And he gets rid of
Montreal. Mikey Napoli saw in the pocket of Ricky Rivera here for a really
another hit
game.
over the top, Ricky Rivera.
Yeah.
I feel like Montreal is really trying to get Rivera more involved than they did last season.
Well, he's just been a great outlet over the top there.
His name has been called several times.
It has. He's probably his 4th round of the game, maybe.
Ricky Rivera was there for Montreal the first couple weeks of season 6, and then kind of dropped off the face of the earth. So I think they're trying to make sure he's stays a little more consistent in season 7.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I know a few guys who would love him to progress at the end of the season.
Oh, wow. Bradley Davis. Oh, man. He spun so hard that number 26 there for Memphis just flew right past him. Tried to fly in for the hit and just could not get it.
Bradley Davis, workhorse really starting to show up here in the 4th quarter.
Number 24, they just flew past him. I'm sorry, I said 26. Wow, Bradley Davis. Talk about, workhorse for sure. That animation isn't named for nothing this week. That's proven watching him play. Oh, no.
Great penetration there.
Yeah, that's a loss of 4 yards.
72.
Well done. Number 72 for the Memphis Tribe, and that is Zach Thomas again.
Oh, Zach Thomas.
Second time we called his name. Third time we called his name tonight. Something like that. Great penetration. Loss of 4. Let's see. Memphis can do something here to close out this game and at least have some positive things to look forward to set up for next week. But like I said, next week's team I trust will look a lot different than what we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, DB and his team will get it together.
Yeah. Deep drop to Napoli and
who was it to? I'm not.
That was
sure
overthrown. That was overthrown to Ricky Rivera.
I believe that was to the ghost who tells no lies, and he said that was a bad pass. Yeah, isn't the area of Ricky Rivera? Isn't the area of Ryan Roosevelt? But it was overthrown either way you looked at it.
3rd and 14 for Montreal.
Old dark-handed Roosevelt lining up on the outside.
Oh,
here we go.
Trips left.
Hands Roosevelt. All right, Mikey, let's see what we do here. Hand off naturally, Bradley Davis. Bradley Davis, not much room here. And they're going to be punting pretty deep into the field here. So we'll see if Petrovic can pin them like they did early on in the game. So 3:38 and counting left on the clock. Clock keeps ticking. And I know we talked earlier, Memphis's run game, they've been really sticking to that. Washington has been definitely their MVP on offense this week. But they're just burning clock, And that hasn't helped them, I don't think, trying to get any rhythm and trying to put points on the board this half either.
Yeah, I'm real surprised by Memphis's offense. Expected them to come out a lot stronger. Maybe using Butterly a little bit more with some seam passes. But
nowhere to go here for Milo.
Maybe we'll see something here on this last drive.
I really like that. Like I said, something positive to give us some energy and some momentum going into week 2. Always something you're trying to do, finish strong, and give yourself that momentum going into the next week. Yeah.
All right. Looks like we're in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set. I say let it rip.
Yep.
No hold back now. Oh, he lets it rip. The gain of 3 here.
He does stop the clock, which is good.
It's smart play. Yeah, some little out routes. That was to number 14. And that's Brody Slayman. We called his name a few times earlier this game. So
2nd and 7.
it's just so hard. This Montreal defense really came to play this week.
Yeah, Montreal's sitting back in the dime 3-2.
Still able to get some pressure on the quarterback, so nonetheless.
Good
And that
catch.
was another
He
great.
did not get his feet
did
in.
not
They're
get
saying
it.
he did not.
I'd be interested to see the review of that. That's number 87, is that right? It's Trey Whetstone.
Oh,
That's their,
Here we
one of
go.
their Super Bowl
Challenging.
receivers.
DV
They
wants to
challenge
see
it.
it again.
They did challenge
You know,
it.
and I
Okay.
respect it.
I was
This is
surprised. Yeah,
Good for
I said
pride.
I'm not surprised about it.
R62. Let's see what he sees.
Oh, it's hard to say with this guy. You know, sometimes he's seeing double and he doesn't know what he's calling.
Do we just need 1 foot in here?
No,
I don't think so.
Does he have
I don't think so.
possession?
He didn't look at it very long, I'll tell you that.
He made up his mind pretty quick.
Oh, they're
You
calling
kidding me?
that a first down.
Wow.
Colin Pierce with hair is not happy on the sideline.
Man,
for
I'm
Montreal.
so mad about that.
Colin
I
Pierce
can't
with hair is
believe
not
it.
happy. That was a great grab. Absolutely great grab by Trey Whetstone there for the first down. So news head downs, Memphis 35. Let's see, Memphis gets some momentum here with 2:58 left in the clock in the fourth quarter. And oh wow, that was a very ill-informed pass, hit in the hands of Smith.
Who's
For
Smith
the
Jr.?
Berserkers. Oh, you know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Number 91, Damari Smith Jr.
Oh,
Inside linebacker.
Our
Yeah,
third
pick
string.
our third
Yeah.
string. Has
Okay.
Montreal went ahead and put third
6'5",
stringers in?
I think Montreal's put in
245.
backups at this point.
Every man deserves to get out there, stretch his legs a little bit. 2:54 left in the clock, 2nd and 10. Spencer pass,
Still
and that's
the short
out of
out
bounds.
route. Like,
I hate that.
I'm very surprised, like, by this play calling. Very conservative, even down 26.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to get some deeper pass routes in here.
Yeah, we take some, educated risks.
I mean, we know Spencer is limited, but we've seen him sling it. We know he can get it there. So I'm just not sure what he's doing. Set here. Tribon can help in the back.
Well, that's a great pass and another step in the bounds
Short.
here.
I think what we're seeing here
Yeah.
is a lot of Memphis's offensive plan was to run these short routes to try to pick apart the Montreal
Yeah.
defense. It's just a
Little
little too
dink
late right
A little,
now.
yeah, a little dink and dunk action, and I just don't think it came into play.
Yeah.
quick enough.
As a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I definitely get how that doesn't work.
Sorry.
Hey man, I'm realistic. I know our deficits. Oh, 4th and 3 conversion. That was a beautiful catch.
Now we got a no huddle. This
Hey,
is
good.
where things change. This is where
Yep.
things change.
Number
This is
82,
good for
Marlon
Memphis.
Marshall with that grab for the first on 4th and 3. And let's see what Spencer can pull off here. Yeah, we're at 2:30 left in the fourth. Let's get some momentum here for the Tribe. Over the top, wide
Over the
open.
top.
Is
Yeah.
that Slay?
Wide
again?
open.
Yeah, that's going to be Brody Slayman, number 14, with the grab for
Yeah, that post
Now
was
we're
wide
moving.
open.
Now we're moving. Slayman again, and does he get out of bounds? It looks like he does.
Yeah. Memphis moving the ball. They're in field goal territory. However, it's too late to kick a field goal.
Pretty
So
sure this is the first time
um,
all game they've been in field goal range.
yeah, it is.
Mhm.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 25.
Unfortunately so. But
Let's see what they do. Let's see if they can.
I really
capitalize
must
on
say,
it.
I do enjoy the United We Stand banner in Canada.
I mean,
Maybe
we
they
are
can be
one
united.
country.
They can be united too.
I
Not
believe
Canada,
that.
in the United States.
Ooh, batted
Oh,
down at the
wow.
line. What a heads-up play by number 78.
Hey, that's Leland Taylor.
Leland Taylor.
Oh.
Just,
Oh wow! At 1 year old, 2 days ago,
just had a birthday.
he's a hefty 1 year old.
Had 6'5", 320, I believe.
His poor mother.
Great job, Leland Taylor.
That's awesome.
Heads up leg.
Spencer, long time back there in the pocket.
Good
That's-
out there.
And that is to number 88. Is that 88 or 89? Is that no, Isaiah West, number 88.
Oh, we're at the 2-minute warning.
Oh, baby. Yeah, it's a lot more of a one-sided game than I think we were expecting to see. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's time for a little dingle action.
I think they benched him. I think Dingle's on the bench. He's right
They
behind
showed
Dingle.
him. They showed him in the huddle.
Oh, okay, did he? Okay.
Yeah, they
I
showed him.
thought
in the
maybe
huddle.
Smith Jr. had come in for Dingle. That's why we're seeing
I
Smith.
mean, it's possible they're rotating him out of place. Ooh, great pass up to Washington.
Oh, way to spin
Man.
cycle it.
Oh, wow. But he just been out
He
there for
fought.
a second defender.
Memphis is in a hurry.
Second and 7.
Hurry up off
Good
the
block.
CT.
Washington
Good
gets hit
hit
by
by
Mojo
69.
Rising. Yeah.
They really have.
33 here. But
Memphis
Montreal
just doesn't have a chance, or Montreal just doesn't have a chance to breathe here. Wrapped up by 2 men.
Montreal's still holding strong with protecting that line, but I'll tell you what, 4th and 3, this could be the last play Memphis has to score.
Do you think they go for it, or they just take the point?
Absolutely.
I feel like they
No,
have to
I think they go for it.
This is
think
proving
they
something
go for
to, this is proving something to the league this early in the season that we can put points
We
on the
have
board.
someone in the chat, so Montreal is the best. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, but it's not completely
But
wrong.
we're a
I'm
little
not trying to be biased, but yes.
Oh, do they hold him?
Oh,
they
they
stuck him
do
short.
hold him. And the shutout
Turnover on
continues. Turnover on downs. Washington, not his fault at all. Nothing he can really do with
This
that
was
coverage.
as clock winds down.
I'll tell you what, like, you know, Memphis is a great team, and there's no denying that. They should not have 0 points on the board. I think we could all agree. But the Montreal defense, and all biases aside, the Montreal defense just looks solid.
Yeah.
Like, just very, very
PG,
good.
both teams, good overall game.
Yeah.
This was a well done, great piece of the second header.
Yeah,
Second-
Memphis
thing I will
is
say-
a great team.
And the one thing I will say is props to the Memphis defense, but the Montreal, like, the one criticism I will give, and it's early in the season, and it depends, I guess, you know, what team we're playing, but they're going to just worry about, you know, putting some points up in the second half if they're going to play like this next time around, because they only put up 3 points since the half switched over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that's one thing to
you
look
know,
out for with Montreal.
I believe Montreal has most of their backups in the offense. Just call the clock out. It's a little garbage time work for them. I'm not even
Get
sure.
some new faces out there, see what they can do. That's number 25 for the Berserkers. Backup. Actually, who is 25 for the Berserkers? Oh, yeah,
Backup.
sorry. Leighton
running
Tomlinson, backup running back. I was on the wrong screen.
LT.
Yeah, LT Leighton Tomlinson.
Memphis
Almost
called their
legit,
last timeout. If Montreal gets a first down here,
Feels the deal.
game's over.
3rd and 7. Oh, and that's the lefty under center, and he gets it, but it is out of bounds. Carmichael is out of bounds. 4th and 7.
Unfortunately, Harry Carmichael was at least 3 yards out of bounds when he caught
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he was
But
like drinking
it was good to
Gatorade
see.
on the bench when he caught that one.
Nick Simpson, it was good to see him in there throwing the lefty
The
out of
hefty lefty Nick Simpson.
hefty lefty. Do we even know where he's from? Did he just show up on the field and say he went to play when we gave
Nick
him a
Simpson,
tryout?
I'm pretty
Not
sure he's
sure.
from Ireland.
I would never hire a lefty, so I'm not sure what that's about.
Oh, let's go to DM Jerry.
I'm not sure if he's just showing off right now, or what.
This is
But-
great field position for Memphis.
Ball is spotted at the
Still time on the clock. 107 left. Let's see. Maybe Memphis can you know put something up here just to close out the game and you know say it wasn't a shutout.
first and 10 from the home team.
Oh, and so we still see some of the secondary here is still the first string because we have Mojo
Yeah, I see
Rising
that.
out there, and a mix of other guys. So it just depends on the depth of the position. So
Memphis still going.
Wow, Washington
shallow
kind of
out.
stalls there, but look at
Good
the
run.
Washington is battle.
Yeah, Washington, like, he took that second and just kind of just thought things through. But he made that play in like 2 seconds altogether and was able to get out and stop the clock. Or maybe he didn't stop the clock, but the clock stopped. So let's just say he was out. I'm on the Montreal 21 nonetheless. And let's see if Memphis has any last second motivation here to put some points up.
Montreal seems to be playing the pass.
Oh,
wow.
That's number 91.
That hit
Inside
him right in the
linebacker.
hands.
Damari Smith Jr.
Probably been hanging out with free safety Derek Jinko getting lessons.
Eating popcorn.
My God.
Hey, Wiz, you gotta stop sharing your popcorn with everybody on the team, Derek.
Yeah, we like to share here in Canada, don't you know?
Yeah, that's like Wisconsin, but they also do like sharing.
We're friendly folk up here in Montreal.
Spencer back again,
He's
out route to
shallow
Washington.
But Washington is making he is trying.
Yeah, that dude's
He is
gonna
trying to
throw
put
up.
the team on his back.
Those spin moves, man. I'm surprised he's not like passing out.
I'm
and throwing
surprised he
this
has
helmet.
not thrown up yet.
Yeah, that's a lot of spinning. Oh goodness. 3rd and inches here. 51 seconds left at the Montreal 11. What seems like just the longest ending game in a while. There's a flag on the field. Over the top for the touchdown to Josh Buckley. Well, let's see if that flag's going to bring it back.
Oh wow, that just
No, that's a
stings.
crusher. That's a killer right there.
That is absolutely a killer.
It's
But
against
no, it's a
Berserkers.
neutral zone
Well,
infraction.
that's a
against the
touchdown,
Berserkers.
Memphis. And they're on
Okay.
the board.
Okay, way to take advantage of that. Way to take advantage of that penalty and get a free play out of it. And then Josh Butterly been very silent, but he is a big threat in any part of the field, especially the red zone. So
Yeah, really, and in my opinion, he was the biggest threat from this Memphis offense besides Lance Washington. So I'm not surprised that he's the one who scores their first touchdown.
well, good for Memphis getting on the board. Like I said, giving them some confidence going into practice this week and game next week. 26-7. Yes.
They take that. They will be taking that into next week for sure. I think that's a good way to, they know who they are. Oh, we're going for the onside kick.
Go home back now there, Cotton. Onside kick, hand Steve for Montreal, lined up here waiting to receive. And,
Ooh, that
Montreal.
looked messy. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, Rocky Blitz.
What are you? I
Rocky
mean,
Blitz.
he has an interception today, so having him on the hands team is not a bad
Wow.
thing.
Yeah, not bad from Rocky Blitz. Again, another guy that I'm upset left the server,
Yeah.
but sure am glad to have his player.
Yeah. That guy
Yeah,
had
really.
a lot of potential.
Rocky Blitz with the hands there to hold on to that. And they'll say we could take a knee here, run out the clock.
Yeah, that's right here.
Memphis had timeouts. So,
Well,
wow.
what a great kickoff to season 7, fellas.
For
What
some
a
people,
great
yeah.
and honestly, I think both games today have been a little surprising.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
first game you had
surprised.
Corn Kings domination and Colin Pierce throwing 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
And then this one, just a rough start for Memphis and the Tribe. No doubt they will get it rolling after this game. But
For sure.
as far as the defending champs, Montreal Berserkers, it feels like they picked up right where they left off last season.
It really does.
Yeah, it's like they didn't miss a beat. Who's your player of the game today? You think it's going to be Bradley
Yeah.
Davis?
Yeah, I think it's Napoli. He was on fire.
I think it's Napoli.
I think it's
I mean,
got to
it
be
could-
Napoli.
I think it's Bradley
He
Davis.
didn't throw any interceptions, did he?
0.
It's going to be Napoli.
Yeah, because Pearson put that one on the ground. That wasn't Napoli.
It's going to be Napoli.
So,
Um,
but rushing
really,
yards
I mean,
really is-
besides
It
the
might be
yeah,
rushing,
the rushing
though.
yards is
Good.
really the difference in this game.
Well, Bradley Davis,
Yeah.
143 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's why I said I think it's going to be Davis.
It could be Davis.
I mean,
Because I don't think
it's
Napoli threw a touchdown at all.
tackling today. Look at the Memphis Jasper and Hunt with several tackles each. Like that's an amazing productive day for their
Jasper was all
defense.
over the field.
Definitely. Yeah, Jasper is a name we said a lot. A guy I'm super impressed with. As a bronze player, he's somebody that Memphis better be holding on to.
Well, and he's the reason. Like this game could have been a lot more out of control, I think, than what it wound up being, 26-7 as the final
I mean, if
score.
you look at also Milo for them had major returns today.
Yeah,
Kick returns.
Yeah.
I mean, putting up 162.
yeah. And then receiving today, you have Rivera at 77, which I think is interesting. You know, very low return or receiving day for everyone. Butterly was the highest receiver with 25 yards and 1 touchdown, and that wasn't even. Like Butterly only had 2-3 passes total to him, so you know, it just was not a passing day for either side of the ball. It doesn't seem. But player of the day, Bradley Davis. Yeah,
Wow, no
21
kidding.
attempts,
Reigning league
143.
MVP continues his
Not bad
march
for hey,
to repeat.
not bad.
It's a
for
story.
backup.
It's a storybook ending.
Colin should wear
So-
not bad for a backup shirt.
Yeah, I mean,
But anyway,
probably the greatest backup of all time.
That's right.
so well, I guess we'll just wrap
Definitely
this up.
enjoyed announcing the game with you guys. Thank you for everybody
Oh,
who tuned in to
epic.
end our evening here.
Yeah, sorry we
Any-
couldn't get things to work out with the live stream for happy hour. We blame Twitch and technology, but I don't foresee that being an issue moving forward in the upcoming weeks. So check back, have faith in us.
Yep, we'll figure it out for next episode.
Yeah,
So,
thank you all for tuning in. So
yeah,
that
and
is
good
the
luck
first
to the
game
rest of
week.
the teams in week 1.
Yep. And so we will be back to call games here in the future. Thanks, Derek Janko, for jumping in and joining us at the last
I
minute.
appreciate you guys inviting me to the menage a trois.
Oh yeah, I love having you here. Thank you to Mr. Hammer for streaming this game of the week. I think he's here somewhere, but he might be.
I say I got
busy
very
most of
confused. at
I'm
one
in the
point
shadows.
because
in the shadow.
I got very confused at one point because for a second I forgot I was looking at Hammer's screen and saw that it was 7:19. I was like, "There's no fucking way! It's still 7:00." Like I was like, "The hell."
We
Yeah.
gained 2 hours.
It's so bizarre. But see, now he has the rest of his evening to eat popcorn and
And
do
we're about to
things
go
in
to bed.
California, I guess I don't know, catch fish or whatever. So, all right, well that's all we got for the evening.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll see
Thank you,
everyone
guys.
later.
See ya.
Be good.